and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Red Divide, a channel dedicated to the greatest rivalry in all of England, Manchester United, Liverpool. Makaz, how's it going?
Makazi, I'm doing good, man. It's been a good week of football for us, and obviously, you guys not winning has been it's made my week even better. Yeah, good to be here and to give you shit as normal. How's it going with you?
Nice. Well, welcome back.
And
So straight into it then. We'll have a short one today, just before the games are on. So Europe. Jeez, where do we start? Um, I think in general the boys played well. Defending wasn't very very good at all, but going forward, what was good to see. We had plenty chances, even in the end, to win it. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get the winner, but we shouldn't be in that position in the first place. Unfortunately, I'm not one to single out anyone. We're a team, but Anonymous, and he's got to put his hands up and say, "Hey, I had a terrible day." Unfortunately, it's not his first day in Europe that's been terrible. He cost
yeah,
us goals against Copenhagen, now against Galatasaray, and
and in
some
the
of them
league as
were
well.
poor. He almost, if he just stands still on the free kick, I think he saves that. Um, and those other two, I don't think. Maybe I'll give them one. You know what I mean? But they weren't really good at all. So quite surprising to see that go in. And I think that's cost us. I think that's that. We won't. I'll put money on. We're not going to make it to round of 16. It's done. Galatasaray, I think, will beat Copenhagen, and we'll maybe draw against Bayern. Or it can go any way, but it doesn't matter. We don't have it in our hands anymore, unfortunately. We only have ourselves to blame. And yeah, it's over. Champions League, the dream is over for the season. So it's time to focus on the league.
Makaz, I think obviously I know why you feel the way you do. You know, being 2-0 up, you probably thought that the game was in the bag. Then they came back before halftime 2-1. And yeah, obviously the game panned out, and you guys ended up 3-3, bottom of the log again. You know, true Man United fashion and style, being stone cold last in your group.
You got a big mouth. You're not even in Champions League, but you're talking a lot. This guy.
Hear me out. Hear me out. So, Bayern are top, right?
So
Copenhagen and
if we
Galatasaray got the
beat
same points.
Bayern and Galatasaray and Copenhagen draw, you on the big if train. You on that if train. You're
Okay,
like,
so
oh,
but let's.
if Christmas came on the 24th instead of 25th, then maybe I get my presents earlier. Doesn't work like that, Marcos. Said it's done. You're
It's
hoping
not
for the
done, Marcus.
1% chance, that Galatasaray and Copenhagen draw, which they did already this season. But um, I think Gala came back, scored two quick goals, or it was Copenhagen. And remember, one of them came back and scored two quick goals right at the end of the game to draw the game. It's not going to happen again. And United have to beat Bayern. Look, Bayern might rest a lot of players because they threw.
That's my point.
They're top of the log, cool, and we may beat them. But then we're relying on the chances of a draw, and it's always more likely that a team wins than both teams draw. You know, so I'm not going to rely on that. I'm not going to hope for that. It is what it is. We had our chances. We should have easily come out of that group. Even if it's second, we should have come out of that group second and qualified for the round of 16. But yeah, we defensively we've been atrocious in Europe. You know, we scored the most goals in that group, and yet we're sitting bottom of the log.
Stone cold lost.
Unbelievable. It just shows you defense. Shut up. Defense has been shocking. I think we're the fourth highest scoring team in the whole of Champions League right now. Yet we're bottom of the log. So that's the defense. We
But
don't
the
know about
thing is,
defense.
yeah,
The goalkeeping
you
is terrible.
you've scored more goals, but you've conceded more goals as well. So that doesn't really
100%.
help.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're not solid at the back, it's over. And between the defense and the goalkeeping, hasn't been up to standard this Champions League campaign, unfortunately.
I think it's been pretty much up to standard. You know, you showed your levels. You guys are
Yeah,
stuck on
listen
past.
to this guy. I
But
love it.
listen,
The guy plays Europa League and he's got so much to say about Champions League. You're not even in the same league, man. You're not even in the same level. Come on, man.
well, we seem to be doing something right. We're top of our log, you bottom of your
Well,
log. So we seem
anyone
to be
can be
doing
top
something
of the
right.
Mickey Mouse Club. You know what I mean? It's not difficult. So anyway,
So let me bring some context into this, right? Because you've thrown in the towel. You're like, it's done. There's no way. There's no way we can come back.
it's not that
It's
it's not that I'm throwing the towel. It's I'm being realistic. Chances
but
are we're out of the Champions League. That's being
but
realistic.
there's
You're
chances that
holding
you're
on
not
to,
though.
please Copenhagen and please Galatasaray, please both of you draw and we win and we go through. Like that sounds like Liverpool wishing and hoping and dreaming
No,
of the smallest thing. We had our chance, we messed it up. That's fine. Learn from it. Now focus on the league. That's all.
okay, so hold on. Before you actually exit this conversation in terms of Champions League, you know, you have the ever so slightest opportunity to beat Bayern. You know, with the Bayern weakened squad, there's a possibility that you could beat Bayern.
Hey, Bayern's
That,
strongest team only beat us by a goal at the Alliance Arena. So don't give me that with their weakest team you have the slightest chance. This isn't Liverpool. This is United. We lost by
but hear
one
me out.
goal at the Alliance Arena when the Champions League started. So don't give me that crap. Carry on.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. There's an
Difficult
opportunity
to
that
listen to all this crap, but carry on.
you can beat a weakened Bayern squad because they've got nothing to play for, right? They top of the log. They can play
Easily
their
we
third
can
or
beat
fourth
a
squad if they
weakened
want to.
mind squad. Yes.
Right.
Carry on.
So if hypothetically you guys win and Copenhagen and Galatasaray draw, you second in the log. You don't deserve it because you've been shit this whole campaign, but you'd be second, right? And let's swing it the other
A lot
way.
of ifs. Yeah.
Let's say for example you get a draw. You never know with football, Marcus. Anything can happen. You get a draw, or either Kaiserslautern or Copenhagen or Galatasaray gets a win. Either you finish third, and you know what that means, Marcus. You're
Can't
gonna
finish
join
third.
us in. You can.
We finished there with the worst goal difference. So it depends. I mean, yeah, it depends on how many goals get scored against them. But again,
Exactly.
please, let's not finish in Europa. We don't need that Thursday, Sunday, dragging ass stuff. I don't want that. Let's just focus on the league, one competition at a time. Obviously, this season has been a bit of a hiccup. I thought we'd build on last season, but it's okay. You know,
Disaster
it's
more than a
never
hiccup.
perfect. It's never perfect. So we have a little more to deal with, whatever. For some reason, players are not playing as well. Casemiro, Varane, guys we relied on big time last season. Yeah, we have Hoyland still trying to find his feet. Rashford's been atrocious compared to last season. So just not quite the same. We have Anana chucking balls in his own net. So yeah, it's rough. So we deal with it. Let's exit Europe gracefully and not fall into Europa. And let's play with focus on one competition, the league, and be done.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking,
Mm,
anything can happen in football, right? Let's
100%.
say you get the result against Bayern, right? You
Sure,
beat them. You got an
sure,
extra 3 points.
sure.
Then in either game between Copenhagen and Gala, one of them
Yeah,
get a result. You still
sure.
finish
Then we
third.
third. Yeah,
Would you be disappointed to still be in
very,
the Europa League
very. Not
just
because
because?
of the competition, but to start Champions League and then you're not good enough, so you fall into Europa, and now you've got to deal with that Thursday, Sunday. One thing, if you don't, the previous season, if you don't play well enough, you don't finish top four, you deserve to be Europa. Fine, it's what you
100%.
plan
That's
for.
us. That's us.
100%. What you plan for, it's what you're going to do now, and that's your focus. Cool. But to have your sights set on at least make it to the knockout rounds of Champions League, you've done well the previous season, you've earned your spot in the Champions League. Either you're good enough to proceed to the knockouts, or you just get knocked out. I don't want to play Europa. I don't want to drop to that. Oh, we weren't good enough for Champions League. Let's go and try our hand at Europa. No, let you guys who deserve to be there. Again, I'm not knocking the Europa League. You guys deserve to be there. Cool. Hope you guys do well and lose in the final and break your hearts. But that we should just forget about it. Go play the league. Focus on the Premier League and be done.
Well, I have this cool little feature that I can see things happening before it happens.
This cool
And
little feature.
you
You're
guys are
funny.
going to finish third. You're going to join us in Europa. Hopefully, we go to the final and we beat you. That would be so great. Hey, what a storyline! Man United, Champions League, blah blah blah. Finished third, going to the
Uh,
Europa League, play the final against Liverpool. Oh, that would be a spectacle, my cuz. Hey,
you're
just think
quite the
about the
dreamer.
opportunity. Just
You're
think
quite the
about the
dreamer.
opportunity. No, but listen, hear me out. Think about the opportunity of playing a final against us in Europe. Wouldn't that be great? Our rivalry.
Would. It would. Liverpool versus United in a European final. That would be amazing.
Oh, imagine.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, let's do that in the Champions League one day. Let's not do in Europa League.
Well, probably next season we'll be in Champions League. I don't know so much if you guys will be, so we'll have to see in the long future what happens.
You're forgetting that now internationals are over. Now there's a long haul of Thursday, Sunday. And with the Christmas festive season coming, there's a whole lot of games mixed into the week as well. You're not going to get a break.
We
Thursday,
are going to
Sunday
get
is
a
going
break.
to get to you boys. And some in
Oh.
the festive season, it's going to be rough. So we'll see. You're looking decent now. Let's see how it looks come January, February.
Okay, so let's go to my game, for example. We played against Lusk at home. We won 4-0. Could have been 8 or 9. We were guilty for not taking opportunities to score.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we're top of our log. We're already through to the next round. Right? There's one more group stage, and that group stage comes in the most busiest time in the Premiership season, right? December.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are playing every 4 days. It's the busiest schedule. Luckily for us, we're top of the log. We can go and play a weekend squad for that game, and then we only have to deal with Europa in March again. So in terms of Thursday, Sunday, in this period, technically, no. We have one game. We can play a weekend squad, and then we only have to worry about it again in March again. So in all fairness, I think where we're sitting, I think we're cushy.
What you mean? You guys are going to go into another group now, don't you? Or do you go straight to knockouts?
We have one more game.
Yeah.
One more game. Which we don't have anything to play for. We've already qualified first. So what I'm saying is we can just play a weekend squad for that game. Even if we lose the game, it's fine. It just means that we can keep our first team players for the following game. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. Champions League takes a break until next year. So does Europa.
That's right. So there's one more group game, and then it kicks off again in March. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. So in terms of the craziness of December, with our teams playing as much as they do, we don't have to worry about it because we're sitting first.
So there was another set of fixtures though in Europa. Europa always plays a little more games in Champions League. I'm trying to figure out.
Normally it's in the beginning. Normally it's in the beginning for teams that haven't qualified. They have to play pre-qualifiers.
Champions League also have that. If you finish, fourth. Fourth always has to qualify for Champions League as well. They have to play a game. It's not that. There's something extra that Europa play. I think you guys might have to do a knockout of round of 32. Then you play a knockout for round of 16. I think there's 2 knockouts before getting to the quarters in Europa, if my memory serves me correct. Unless that's why they started the Conference League. I don't know. Maybe that's gone away now that they started the Conference League. So not sure.
I think you're right.
Europa was always longer, and it was always a pain in the butt. But so onto your game. 4-0. We both said you'd win, so no surprises there. You are one of the favourites for the competition, so standard, if you ask me.
Yeah, look, we played well. Again, we played a weekend squad, but it was nice to see Mo Salah there. He's got 199 European goals for Liverpool, so it would have been nice to see him break the 200. But we'll have to wait for the next game.
Not European, total goals for Liverpool.
Yes, you're right. Sorry, I made a mistake. Total goals for Liverpool.
Don't be dreaming here. You're putting the guy on level of his own up there. Easy, Tiger.
Well, he is on a level of his own. He's much higher than any of your players. You know what I'm saying? Got to give credit where it's due.
Doesn't even have 200 goals, man. Let us know when he gets to Rooney's level, man. Come on.
Rooney. What, organising brasses and then getting caught? That's a good level, that.
You have to have something on the side as well,
That was so funny when that came out, when that news broke. Hey, the media went crazy about it. And it's not like she was It's not like she was an item, a hot little item. She was
No, she
some
was a
old
granny.
granny.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got mommy issues. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? It's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, good win for us, Marcus. We played well, but we were guilty of not taking all of our chances. It could have easily been 8, 9. But even with them, they had opportunities to score. Ellison made a couple of good saves. They caught us on the counter, but also very good defending. I expected to win that game. I said to you in the previous episode, 3-4. It could have been more, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
We came through the game without getting any more injuries, so that's a positive. And yeah, we look forward to Sunday against Fulham at home.
Yeah, that should be a good game actually. Fulham full of confidence after the last minute win, I think, against Wolves. Was it Wolves? Um, but they beat last. There were two penalties. Willian scored two. I'm
He
thinking there
scored two
was.
right at the end.
Yeah, I think it was against Wolves. And there's been so many penalty issues lately. Look at the Newcastle game in Europe against PSG. But
Exactly.
yeah, VAR is as we've said before, total disaster. But Fulham at Anfield, I'd love to say that I can see Fulham getting a result, but no, not at Anfield. I think you guys will win 3-1.
Yeah, we got a good hot streak of winning games at Anfield at the moment. I also
Mm,
reckon 3-1. I'm hoping to get a clean sheet. So Allison is injured for 3 to 4 weeks. So Kelleher is stepping in goals.
saw that.
Um, he's decent. He's got safe hands. So I'm hoping to keep another clean sheet. That would be great for his confidence as well as the
Mm,
defenders. But yeah, definitely, I reckon win the game by 2 or 3 goals for sure.
yeah,
That
no,
will
I
push
agree.
us on.
I agree with that. You guys will just be too strong for them. I'm going to hope that Europe has taken it out of you guys, and you're a little sluggish, and Fulham are ready to go at full speed, and that they come out with a draw or nick a win. I'm always going to be hopeful for that opposite team to beat you, the opposition.
Of,
But
of course you are.
I'm hoping the Thursday has taken it out of you, and Fulham. Did you and Fulham? You didn't play at home, right? I mean, you did play at home in Europa.
Yeah, we did, so we don't have
Yeah,
to
so
travel,
you
which
didn't
is
travel.
great.
Hopefully, if you had travelled, Fulham would have had more of a chance. But yeah, no, I still think you guys will win that game.
100%. And your game, you guys are up.
Ooh,
You guys are away to Newcastle, eh?
Tuffy! Wow, one of the informed teams, not just the country in whole of Europe, I think. So yeah, no, geez, I'd love to just say, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll take care of them. But Newcastle, when they're in their swing of things, danger. And unfortunately, we haven't been good defensively. So yeah, I can see us conceding probably more than one, which means for me, I'm going to go with a draw.
You're going to the draw away.
Mm.
It will probably be in your favour, but I reckon Newcastle will get a result at home.
Oh, for sure. Whether they
The
draw or beat us, I think Newcastle are going to score goals. So it all
for sure.
depends. We can score two, but the problem is, defensively, we're all over the show right now. So need an honor to make sure he doesn't chuck the ball in his own net again,
Oh
and
yeah,
for Lindelof and Maguire to play like they did against Everton, much better than they did against Galatasaray. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna
It's
go with I'm
it's.
gonna go with 2-2 draw.
You see, this is the thing that you guys win three clean sheets with the same centre back pairing. You guys are looking decent. Then obviously you go away to Galatasaray, which we knew would be a difficult task, right? And then
Always.
conceding three. It's the consistency, Makaz.
But
It's just something
again,
you guys don't have
all
at the
three of
moment.
those goals are not are they not the defense's fault? It's all Onana,
Yeah,
all three of them. So I can't even blame Harry or Victor. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, that's keeper should be saving those. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, he should. He should.
Um, the two fouls that Bruno gave away, which led to the free kicks and goals, um,
Probably
both
could have been
both should,
prevented.
yeah, 100%. And so yeah, but anyway, so I need Onana to shape up, and Victor and Harry to play like they did against Everton, and maybe we'll have a fourth consecutive. I'd love to see a fourth consecutive clean sheet in the Premier League, but not not at St
Not
James's
against
Park, not
Newcastle.
against the
Nah.
Geordies. It'll be a toughie. So I'm going to hope for a draw, but it can easily go the other way because they're flying right now. So
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
are.
I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Hopeful,
I,
hopeful
I think
2-2
I'm
draw.
gonna. I think I'm gonna go for a 3-2 or a 4-2 Newcastle.
That's fair. Very possible. Isak, I think Isak's he's fit. So yeah,
He's fit. He's
um,
back. He
exactly.
scored
So
midweek.
correct. So let's see what happens. We hope for the best, but it will be real entertaining no matter what. Playing Newcastle is always an entertaining game. So
It
let's
is,
enjoy it.
and and the thing is, they've got strength in depth as well.
Mm.
Let's put things into context. We played against them. We were losing that game for pretty much the
And
whole
they
game.
were on top of you. You had a couple
They were on
breaks.
top of us. We had a couple of breaks. We got 2 breaks. Luckily, Darwin scored 2, and we came out with 3 points. But if it
Correct.
wasn't for those heroics, they would have had the 3 points all day long. So
100%.
it's gonna be a tough game, my cuz.
Big time.
Everton and Newcastle, they're up there. They're playing good football. Eddie Howe's got them oiled like a well-oiled machine. It's going to be a tough game of football. But again, it depends which Manchester United turns up, my cousin.
Again, we don't have a problem scoring now. We didn't have enough firepower last
Early in the
season.
season.
We didn't have enough firepower earlier this season. All of a sudden, we found our scoring boots, and we've forgotten how to, keep a clean sheet or stop people from scoring. Again, it's just contradictory because we have 3 clean sheets in a row in the Premier League, but in Europe we've been shocking. So at the back, at least. So yeah, let's see. Come on, United. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, I'm sure, because it will be a great game. Playing Newcastle is always a great game.
It's going to be a cracker. Come on, you
100%.
magpies, eh? That's what I say.
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Well, in all fairness, you guys will take a hell of a performance for you guys to beat them, especially being away from home. But yeah, best of luck. I hope you guys lose.
Funny. Yeah, for a Fulham and United victory, it'll be amazing. Both seem very unlikely, yeah. Both seem very unlikely.
It's the same like you were saying earlier that, living in the stars, thinking about hypothetical things. That's exactly how it is right now for you.
That's true. putting my Liverpool, being too exposed to you, so I'm putting out Liverpool moves, yeah.
Well, don't put anything Liverpool as yet. We'll wait until the end of the season. Then you can start putting your Liverpool merchandise on, my cuz.
Yeah, you're talking a lot because you guys are in a good way. But yeah, last season you were struggling. Anyway.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, best of luck. Hope you guys lose. Anyway, for our subscribers, thanks again for tuning in for another episode. If you enjoy the content that we produce, please share, subscribe, like. Tell all your mates about these 2 crazy cousins who like to give each other shit. And yeah, tune in for the next episode. Hopefully you'll be celebrating the Newcastle win. Come on, you magpies. Come on,
next week. Not this week. See you later.
See you, my boy. Catch you later.
Ciao. Bye.